Echoes of the Highland Haggis. In the heart of Scotland's Cairngorms National Park, a world steeped in mystique and ancient lore, the Highlands breathe their secrets into the cool, crisp air. The hills, clad in heather and bracken, whisper of tales lost to time. Here, hidden among the undulating peaks and deep glens, lives a creature of enchantment known to but a few, a Highland Haggis. With its fur, a tapestry of tartan patterns, and eyes that glimmer like morning dew on heather, the haggis is part of the land's enchanted legacy, protected by ancient mists that veil it from the eyes of the unworthy. This story, however, does not start with the mysterious creature itself, but with a group of eager explorers, setting forth on an adventure that would become legend in its own right. It began on a brisk autumn morning, the kind that painted the rugged landscape in rich ochres and fiery reds, as golden leaves danced in the mountain breeze.
"All right, everyone, gather round," called Finn, the seasoned trekker, his voice cutting through the crisp air. Finn was a man of undeniable presence, with a beard as wild as the terrain and eyes that flickered with an adventurous spirit. He stood at the heart of the motley crew assembled at the trailhead, his rucksack bulging with the essentials he'd meticulously packed for the journey.
Clara, a young and spirited photographer, was already busily snapping photos of the landscape, enchanted by the play of light across the hills. Her auburn hair, tousled by the mountain winds, framed a face full of wonder and curiosity.
"Finn, I can't wait to capture the essence of these hills," Clara exclaimed, her voice bubbling with excitement as she clicked her camera shutter rapidly, framing the vast open expanse of the highlands.
Then there was Neil, the historian of the group, whose heart was eternally charmed by the ancient tales of the land. His mind was a repository of legends and lore, ever inquisitive and eager to uncover the mysteries woven into the fabric of the past.
"The Highlands are steeped in history and myth," Neil mused aloud, adjusting his spectacles as he pored over a well-worn map. "Who knows what echoes of the past we might uncover on our trek?"
As they set off into the wild embrace of the park, the crisp morning air invigorated their spirits, each step a testament to their deep yearning for discovery. The trails were alive with the musky scent of damp earth and pine, a sensory tapestry that filled them with a sense of anticipation. But as always in the Highlands, the weather could turn on a whim. Clouds gathered with the bat of an eye, and soon shadows stretched their long fingers across the trails, transforming the woods into a realm of secrets. The rain began as a gentle mist, kissing their skin lightly and dappling the leaves around them, but soon it grew more persistent, turning the forest path into a slick, treacherous ribbon. Their path constricted, winding into a tight maze, each step whispering of uncertainty. Finn, ever vigilant, led the way, guiding them with a steady hand. Yet, even the most experienced pathfinder could be beguiled by the mercurial landscape, and they soon found themselves hopelessly entwined in its labyrinthine grip. Towering cliffs loomed, their stern faces veiled by whispering mists, while the spectral howls of distant wildlife echoed ominously.
"Are we sure this is the right way?" Clara asked, worry seeping into her voice as she glanced back through the dense fog, the unfamiliar shadows playing tricks on her eyes.
"We're on the right track," Finn assured, trying to mask his own apprehension. But the landscape had changed, its familiar cues swallowed by the mist. Hope grew tenuous as the afternoon light began to wane, despair threatening to root in their hearts.
"Look, over there," Clara whispered, her voice barely a thread of sound as she pointed towards the creature.
The rest of the group turned, eyes widening as the creature stepped into full view. There was a heartbeat, a suspended moment of disbelief, and then there it was, a tangible piece of myth. The haggis possessed an aura of tranquility, standing calmly amidst their raptude, its presence nearly ethereal against the backdrop of ancient woods.
"Is this real?" Neil asked, his voice faltering as he reached for his spectacles, as if to trust his own eyes.
In answer, the haggis turned, a silent invitation in its knowing gaze. It began to tread a path through the thickets, as if beckoning them to follow. The group exchanged glances, the shared acknowledgement of the moment shimmering across their faces. As if awakened from reverie, they moved as one, trailing in the creature's wake. Thus began their extraordinary journey through the hidden heart of the Highlands. Under the haggis guidance, they found themselves on paths long forgotten, trails untouched by time. The creature moved with grace, leading them through secret glens and over hills that sang with the echoes of the past. Each step was a revelation, the land imbued with magic that seemed to crackle in the very air. They felt the bonds of camaraderie growing stronger, rooted in a shared wonderment at the expanse of this hidden world. They faced challenges, the sting of bitter winds at high altitudes, the eerie calls of nocturnal beasts, and the ghosts of their own fears, but they were buoyed by a newfound courage, drawn from the wellspring of the haggis' unwavering presence. Through nights blanketed in starlight, as the group gathered around flickering campfires, stories flowed. They spoke of their lives, their dreams, and the inexplicable magic they were now a part of. Finn, the steadfast leader, shared tales of his many adventures, each one a bead in the necklace of his life's tapestry. Clara captured the moments on film, each frame a hymn to the beauty of the land and its mysteries. Neil enveloped them with tales of ancient lore, threading old stories into the fabric of their own narrative, weaving a tapestry of the Highlands upon their hearts.
There is something about this place that is unlike anywhere else, Clara said one night, her voice carrying the weight of newfound understanding and appreciation.
The Highlands are alive, Neil replied softly, his gaze lost in the cosmic depth of the night sky. The legends speak through the very stones and streams.
As the days passed, they came to realize that their journey was not merely one of physical discovery, but a spiritual communion with the timeless echoes of the land. The haggis was their guide, their guardian through this journey of the soul. In its quiet, ever-watchful presence, their fears were laid to rest, and they found solace and strength in the untamed beauty around them. On their final day, as the melancholic hues of twilight began to cloak the world, the haggis led them to the cusp of a grand, hidden valley. Here, the veil between the worlds felt tissue-thin, a place where magic and reality converged. The air thrummed with it, the earth pulsing with a rhythm that echoed in their hearts.
This is a sacred place, Finn observed, his voice a mere whisper against the wind, infused with a sense of reverence and respect.
Of friendship, of courage, of the boundless tapestry of life and legend would resound in their souls forever. As they traced their steps back to the world they had left behind, the Highlands were forever changed in their eyes. The hills, valleys, and whispers of ancient lore each had become part of their own personal legend. And somewhere, out among the hills, a Highland haggis might just be watching, ensuring that its mysteries remained in the hearts of those who were chosen to know. Thus was born the tale of their incredible journey, an echo among the echoes of the Highland haggis, a story they would carry, share, and treasure, guardians of its magic in a world in need of wonder. The end.